daughters. Do not spoil your daughters now. Because what happens is spoiled little girls can become selfish women because they were so spoiled. It's me, my. And to give to somebody else is going to be hard, you know? Not even to your mom or whatever, to anybody.
True.
You know, you have a dog, but you're not going to.
Another dark video, man. It is what it is, right? So Toni, I believe that was, talked about spoiling the daughters. And this is a conversation I was having a few months ago. And it's a real thing, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of times they super duper, that when a man spoil them super duper, it don't, you know, discipline them, and you know what I'm saying? And it's your job to always have a back. It's a crazy line. Now, you'd rather the man be there, right? And overspoil her than not be there. But I think it's a similar situation to where you got a son, he wealthy or he rich, and he bought his mama a house and car and take care of his mama. His mama don't have a husband or a boyfriend. What husband or boyfriend gonna step in and compete with you? Your son is your fucking husband at that point. Ain't no man about to come in and do that for you, especially at that age, 40, 50, 60. It's a wrap. You married to your son. Same thing with your daddy. When your daddy go, my daddy never told me no, he spoiled, he gave me whatever you want to. It was a woman on I might put it at the end on TikTok on she 43 with 3 kids and her daddy never put her out. Tough love. See, the men don't have a problem putting tough love on the guys, but the women have a tough problem putting tough love on their sons. It's just a cross-sex thing, right? But the girls, the daddies, man, you can do too much. You got to tell them no. You got to make them earn it. It's just like you make them boys go out there and cut the yard and do all the yard work, and they got to go out there and they got to earn it. You know, they got to go out there, and you got to make your daughter go out there and get that bacon. Teach your daughter how to cut that grass. You know what I'm saying? Teach your daughter how to paint a wall. You got to make her earn situation. You can't just give it to them because they going to go out there and they going to expect another man just to give them something just for them being special. And a lot of times, that ain't the case. And you can tell women, you know, young girls, little jewels and things about men, but women are hard-headed. Women are hard-headed. You can tell them, hey, don't date them type of guy. Do this, do that. This is what a guy like. So it's your job. I remember it was a guy on wife swapping a woman. It was going viral on TikTok not too long ago. And the woman swiped with, you know, she was black, had a white husband. The guy he was black, he had a white wife. And he had them women in uniform. They cleaned up, they did shit the way he wanted to be done. And she said, this isn't right. It shouldn't be like this. It should be like that. It should be like that. Obedient, submissive women. Doing what women supposed to do. Making sure cook, clean, do the dishes. Do things like that. You teach them to be ladylike. And it's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Because if you spoil them too much, ain't no dude coming to do all that. Every time, so, hey, Dad, could you do this? Hey, Dad, could you do that? Dad, could you put my roof on? Dad, could you fix my... Nah. At some point, a man is supposed to stay. At some point, you ain't going to be physically able to do it no more. That's the truth. At some point, you're not going to be physically able to be dad no more and do all that stuff for him. So if you overdo it, you never tell her no. You know, shit like that. Get her whatever she want. She never got to leave the house and all that type of stuff. She go out and make these bad decisions and my daddy and mama gonna clean it up. It shouldn't work like that. That's the wild thing about it. Nah. No. It should not work like that. So, yeah, when we start having these conversations and shit like that, that's just keeping it real. She's right. And they think every mistake that they make is gonna get cleaned up by dad, by mom, And no, they can't be that way. They got to figure stuff out. You got to get them freedom. They got to earn things too, just like the boys are earning. That's why a lot of women can just think they can get by for being sweet and nice and get what they want, and then they flip that switch to being a mean girl again. And this got to start young. You know, and that's why a lot of girls sit there and be disrespectful and they talk out of line and they think it gets cute. And when they get checked, it's like, what? It's like, what? Why? You know, did I do wrong? No. It's all cute and stuff, and women, spoiled women, that can lead to mental health problems. Because when things don't start going that way in life, when things don't start going that way in life, then they shut down. Then things happen. Don't face no turmoil, no hard. You got, at the end of the day, yeah, we got to be hard on the boys. They got to grind it, but women need to grind it out too. And we had these debates last year where it was this whole thing where women say, well, girls should be raised just like, no, this is why women should not be leading no fucking households. Because if you believe the boys and the girls should be raised the same, no, it doesn't work that way. And that is why y'all getting the results that y'all getting. The very same men that y'all complaining about, y'all raise them like the girls. Y'all raise them like the girls. You can't cuddle no boy. You can't do shit like that. They got to get off the porch and learn to go hunt, learn the streets. And the girls need to do a little bit of that too, but not as much free will and free reign. And, and I get it. Women feel like, oh, my brother was able to do this and they would let me do this and it wasn't fair. You got to understand, you can't defend yourself like a boy can defend himself. You can't overcome the stripes and trauma like a boy can overcome the trauma. Once a lot of these women are damaged, they're permanently damaged. Watch when these women go through stuff, man, these women don't never get over it. That's why they tell women to find the guy early, get with the right guy early, because the more damage you go through, the more broken relationships, the more broken trust, it's just permanent damage. Women don't heal, bro. Women don't heal. Y'all be thinking, no, they don't heal. That's always embedded with them. Men can turn the page. Men can heal and turn the page. Most of the time, they can heal and turn the page. They understand life ain't fair. They get that. But raising the girls and trying to give them the same free reign as the boy and trying to raise the boys and get them to, put shackles on them and keep them close to the vest and keep, that ain't gonna work neither. They just two different genetic species, bro. Or it's too different. That's what I be trying to say. But a lot of women just want to prove it. It's the patriarchy. And that's what you getting. That's why your daughters ain't getting married. That's why you got these moist ass niggas out here. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.